Hello YouTube, it's me. I know it's been a while, so please forgive me for that. Just want to do a real quick update with you guys. I am 20, almost 21 weeks right now, and let's see, on May 8th, I went and did the sugar glucose test, the one that they have you do for the gestational diabetes. You drink that stuff and then they draw your blood and whatnot. Normally it's done later in the pregnancy at like 28, 30 weeks, somewhere around there. But since I had it with my last pregnancy, she wanted to get me tested sooner this time, and it came back that I do have gestational diabetes this go around again. It's not something that stresses me out really because I know each pregnancy is different, but last time I was able to just watch what I ate. I did a diet plan, and that's the way that I controlled it. So hopefully and prayerfully, that'll be the same thing that happens with this pregnancy, and hopefully, like the other one, it goes away afterwards and doesn't develop into type 2 diabetes. So that's what's going on with that. Let's see. And it's really difficult because I went to go see the diabetic counselor, and she is wanting me to eat 30 carbs for breakfast, lunch, dinner, an afternoon snack, and an evening snack, and 15 carbs with my morning snack. And, I have the lap band, and my whole thing is 60 carbs or less a day, and 60 grams of protein or more a day. So it's really hard for me trying to switch gears with that because I don't eat carbs, and it's really hard for me to get carbs because I can't eat, breads and pastas and a whole bunch of grains and things like that like most people could because it causes problems. So I'm limited on what I can eat, so I'm eating things very repetitively, and it's not fun. That's the only difficult thing that so far that's going on with the gestational diabetes thing. I went to the doctor last Thursday, which was, what was last Thursday? May 15th, and I was 213 pounds. The month before I was 214, so I lost a pound. And the first time I went to the doctor, I was 204. So I don't know what I weighed before, the time period where you don't really know that you're pregnant. So pre-pregnancy weight, I guess I've gained, since the first time I went to the doctor and last Thursday, I've gained 10 pounds. Also, we did have the ultrasound last Tuesday, the 13th, and found out we think that it is a baby girl. So this will be number 4. Fourth child, fourth girl. I say we think because the ultrasound technician was not very reassuring with her saying the gender, because our child was sitting she's still facing my spine. Her head is all the way down up against my cervix, and I told her, I was like, hey, you can come on up. You got a ways to go. You don't have to be head down all the way down there right now. But her head is right next to my cervix. Her face is buried inside my uterine wall, and she's facing my spine. So we didn't get any really good pictures. She sat with her legs crossed, and the ultrasound tech got it in a spot where she thought it was a girl. But then I said, what is that between her legs, Because with the girls, you see, for those of you who have girls, there's usually 3 white lines that you see, and it's like, the shape of the vagina or whatever. I'm sorry, I don't know what this thing is. But, she said, oh, well, there's the 3 white lines. And I said, well, what's that between the legs? And she goes, well, I think that's the cord. And I said, what do you mean you think? I need to know, And I kind of got a little anxious when she said she thought. And I'm like, so we have a 3D, 4D ultrasound that we're going to do, but that's not until July 15th. And so, I'm going to have them double check whenever they are doing that. So we have not went out and bought anything. The only thing we have is a car seat, stroller, and then a little vibrating seat. And it's all gender neutral stuff. So we have not bought anything, and we're not going to buy anything until we I mean, no ultrasound is 100% sure. I get that. But until we're more certain of what is growing inside of me belly, you know? Another thing, you know, of course I'm going to do breastfeeding. I did it with my other ones. And hopefully it goes as well as it did with the other ones. You know, each pregnancy is different. Each baby's different. So hopefully this baby will latch on and I won't have difficulties. So, you know, but where I'm at, everyone's very pro breastfeeding, and then so there'll be lactation consultants and breastfeeding specialists there at the hospital to help me if I do have complications with getting this little one to latch on. So I'm not too worried about that. What else? This is why I shouldn't wait so long to make these videos. There's something else. Breastfeeding. Oh, so I ran out of work to do on Friday, and I got on my phone, and the deals for mommy thing, I got an email that said try these diapers, and I was like, ooh, free diapers. All I had to do was pay shipping. But they were cloth diapers, and I have not used cloth diapers. You know, I've seen them, you know, like the old ones where you would pin them yourself, but I've always gotten them just to use as a spit up rag or something. I've never actually used a cloth diaper for an actual diaper. And so I was like, oh, I could breastfeed and use cloth diapers. That could save me bukus of money. Like, because where I'm at in Missouri, a case of Huggies, like, you know, with each size that gets bigger, you get less and less diapers. So for like, anywho, however many you get for each size, they can run for the boxes anywhere from $20 to $25. And, you know, babies go through diapers like nothing. So I'm like, comparing prices to like, how much would we spend on disposable diapers compared to, you know, the startup cost of cloth diapers? Because once you have them, you know, you either use a cleaning service, which I will not be using because I'm not that fancy or that rich. And I have no problem with hand washing the cloth diapers out. Excuse me. Oh, God. I'm sorry. Allergies. Anyways, I have no problem rinsing, you know, hand washing out the cloth diapers first and then washing them by themselves in the washer machine or whatever. Because to me, it's like the same thing you do with training pants. Like, I don't know if everybody uses them, but in my family, you know, those thicker, same material as the cloth diapers, those thicker underwears that you buy, and, you know, sometimes you'll put the little plastic cover over it so it doesn't leak out. What's the difference? Everybody's like, ew, you're going to put that in your washer and dryer? And I'm like, I did it whenever I was potty training, so what's the big deal? Like, I don't know. I mean, I'll listen to people's opinions, but usually when my mind is made up, especially if me and my husband agree on it, you're not going to get me to change my mind. So, I mean, if anybody out there has experience with cloth diapers, where they got them, you know, how they started up, we're still in the research thing of it because we've got until September, October. So if you've done cloth diapers, please comment below, message me something. Let me know if you have any good tips, you know, where to get them. There's a local place here about 10 minutes from where I live that has cloth diapers. And so I contacted them. I'm waiting to hear back from them. So hopefully, you know, locally I can just go there and get them instead of having to order them offline. Wonder if they're going to fit, you know, because there's all these different sizes. I saw like newborn, one size, and all these different styles. So it's kind of overwhelming, but at the same time, I'm willing to do the research if it's going to save us money, because 4 kids is not cheap. Especially, like, they still got a ways to go. They're 6, 5, and 2, and then this one. And by the time the new one gets here, the oldest one will be 7, the youngest one will be 3, and the middle one will be turning 6 in December. So yeah, my kids are still really young. So I'm nowhere near, you know, cutting down expense. If anything, it's probably going to get more expensive over the next few years because of all their sports and activities and all that. But anywho, so that's where we're at right now. I go back to my doctor May 29th so she can look at my blood sugars, make sure they're good. And, I go back to the diabetic counselor in June sometime so she can make sure that everything's good. So, yep, please cloth diapers, you know, anything, any tips you have, I'm willing to look at it all. Cloth diapers, gestational diabetic recipes, you know, leave it all below or message me, email me, whatever works for you. Until next time, be blessed. Bye-bye.